Okay, I'm going to do a tutorial. This is for Phaetonic on DACA. I think that's how you pronounce his name. PM me wondering how I move everything so quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and do my turn, my movement. If I get a tape measure here. Totally unprepared. Brian's saving the day. Alright, thanks buddy. Okay, so basically what I do, you need to know obviously where you want to move, but with orcs it's pretty self-explanatory. I just move every squad and I run them in the moving. So this squad is going to run 1 inch, so 7 inches. This squad is going to run 4, so 10 inches. This squad over here is 6 inches, so 12. This squad over here, 5 inches, 11. Okay, just kind of move the first ones up. And honestly, just pile them in. And the nice thing, I scrunched my squads because I knew I had first turn. So your opponent shouldn't have any issue, because right now I'm actually cheating myself movement by spreading them out so much. So you don't actually have to measure any of the other boys that you're moving, because like I said, I'm cheating myself currently. But that's okay because he has a lot of blast weapons. I just wanted to get my front line up as close as possible. Even though they're going to get blown off the board here pretty soon. But it just kind of gives you an idea of where you need to be to move the rest of the boys. And the other nice thing, if you're kind of getting bogged down with moving all this stuff, if you just move like a few, you can kind of continue with your with both player turns. You know, you can kind of have him go ahead while you're finishing up moving, because if you're not actually doing anything else, he might as well do his movement phase while you're still like messing around. And the nice thing is, these guys are like less than 6 inches, so I can just move them up, you know, kind of where I want them. I don't even have to measure. Now, if you get an asshole that you're playing against and wants you to measure every single model, you might as well not even play the game because you're never going to be able to do it. So, see, I really cheated myself over here.
So I actually consider painting mine purple. I keep looking for an army that I can paint purple.
And also, while you're moving, because it's so monotonous and mindless, you might as well kind of figure out where you want to shoot my big guns. The other nice thing with orcs, the movement phase is the only long thing, because what the hell else are you doing except for moving? Not really anything. You don't really shoot too much. I have like 9 guns to shoot. And obviously not assaulting anything until about turn 3. So if you have like 15-minute turns, it's perfect because you'll save time in the first couple turns. And then later on, when you start rolling 100+ dice,
This thing lives in my
you'll be golden because you actually save time in the first few. And then I'll fill those guys in later because they don't matter. First 3 guns. Which one's a Chimera, Brian? This dude?
No, these. Either one of those.
Alright, first 3 into the Chimera there. 4's got 2 of them, 8, 9, so 2 glances. Okay. Next I'm going to shoot my quad gun into the same thing. Need 4's, twin linked. Nothing, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2 more glances, so that thing should have went down. These 3, I'm going to shoot at this one over here. Same thing, Chimera. 2, 8, 2 pens. And 3, 4, 5, okay, so 2 hull points and some other things. These 3 over here, I'm going to shoot the quad gun. Need 4s, got 1. 8, nothing. And that's my turn, guys. So
You get +1 armor.
Okay, guys. My turn 2 is for Phaetonic. Seeing if my flyers come in. 1 does come in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and like people always tell me that like
Let's see.
Fate Weaver's easy, and I'm like,
He is in a demon.
do you not see?
Come in 28 inches.
Pretty easy with thousands on stuff.
More from this side. He's going to get his quad shots. We'll do that later. This squad is going to run 1 inch. That sucks.
Now use it back. Yeah. Even it did work. Well, only one model in
Let's see.
It's the same way.
Now I'm getting close to assault, so I'm just going to kind of try to measure, see where I'm at. Still not quite there, so this squad is going to run 5 inches. So 5 more inches. Bam. Evil Sons are going to run 2 inches. So 8 inches. The Blood Axe is 1 inch. That sucks. 7 inches right about there. And, okay. Time to move some dudes.
Unless the person knows what's happening.
He really knows what's happening and realizes this thing has to die or these plague monsters.
Once again, hopefully your opponent doesn't have any issues with you not measuring these guys. Just make a note of where your coherency is in your squads, and you shouldn't have any issues. These guys are going to run 5 inches. I'm not even going to worry about it, actually. Yeah, let's see here.
Like, I mean, they already don't die. Yeah. And now they don't die even harder.
Okay, it's your turn first.
And obviously I'm running way, or I have a lot more movement than I'm actually using. So I don't really have to worry
I
about
wish
it.
that Fate Weaver affected all demons and all siege followers. I think that would be fair. But if you put him with...
These guys are getting really close, which is what I like to see. And now I'm actually going to keep my knob back. I'm not going to move him up as close right away, because I'm assuming I'm probably going to lose about 5 guys in that whole little mess of shots that I'm going to be eating next turn. And actually, I'll probably even move my KFF back a little bit.
It's a fun army.
I don't want him to die.
Yeah, it's annoying. Like, all I want is to be able to choose the half that comes in. Not have to worry that
This terrain's fun. Another thing just to note that makes moving orcs a lot easier, if you actually weight their bases. I use nickels. And actually unfortunately I don't have them all weighted. But you will be able to move orcs so much faster if you actually weight their bases.
Then they assault
At least they aren't toughness 3, dude.
Yeah.
But the thing is like...
Yeah, with this Dakajet in the way, that's actually a pain in the ass.
They have crap saves. They have worse toughness.
Sometimes it gets to the point where you have so many boys, I don't even really give a shit about moving them all. I just kind of cheat myself a good many inches, which is fine. Actually, I'm going to get that cover save there with the KFF mech, so kind of wrapping them around. These guys are going to run 2 inches, so 8 inches. I'll bring them this way.
He found it. I chipped in $80 to get him some extra toys, and I got quite a few toys to craft on. So I did my math wrong.
First one is the thing, 73.
And honestly, these shooter boys, they're obviously not going to do anything for a while, so I can just kind of move them later. These 3 guns are going to go after that. Actually, quad gun is going to go against the Chimera there. That is already down to 1 hull point left. Good thing it's twin linked. That sucked. 4's good. 7. 1 pen. And doesn't matter, that's enough for a hull point, so it's done. These 3 big guns, what's the front armor of that, Brian? 13? 14. Interesting. These 3 guns are going to go after the quad gun over there. Oh yeah, definitely have 36. Need 4's. Got a 5 and a 6. 8 against 7. I need 3's. 1 wound. What's their save, Brian? They don't have a save quad guns?
Oh, he's on the 8, like the 8.
Yeah, I'm going to get the cover
Okay.
for the Aegis line anyhow, at least.
Oh yeah, the 4+.
Plus their toughness is
7.
7, so.
Alright, and these 3 are going to go against the quad gun as well.
Which 3?
2 of them, these 3.
Oh, okay.
These 3 already shot at it. I need 3s. So that's 3 wounds on the quad gun. And these guys can only shoot 2 more.
So it's
They
like
have size categories.
What's the side armor on this guy, Brian?
13.
13.
Because there's always that ambiguity. You can't. Yes, I can.
I'll go after it, why not? Actually, what's the front arm on the Hydras?
12.
Well, alright, actually these 2 are going to go against that Hydra. He will get a cover save because I'm shooting through all kinds of stuff. Need 4s, got 1, 8s, 9, 10, 11, nothing. You pass it on over if you want to
I'm sorry.
do your saves. You got 3 on the quad gun, buddy.
Yeah. It's still a little ambiguous, but nowhere near as bad as Warhammer is.
1.
1 wound, or 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Okay, you can go ahead and fire at my docket jet if you want. For interceptor.
Well, I would have done that earlier.
Yeah, you would have done that earlier if we weren't filming.
followed by.
Does the unit of Aga have any ability to withstand
4 is twin linked.
All 4.
All 4, strength 7 against 10. You need 3s. I might have to bust out my jink. 3 pens. So I'm going to bust out my jink here and just fire snap fire shots. Well, bam.
No.
No, none. So they all 3 go through, and it doesn't even matter what they do. They're going to burn and explode. Where is the scatter die, my friend?
These guys are locked in combat. I think you have to basically.
Thanks, buddy. See what happens to it. That way it goes off and blows up. So nothing. So he didn't get to do crap. 2 wounds on the quad gun. And that's my turn, guys. So, you know, once again, under like about 7 minutes. So, okay. I'm pretty much in assault range now, so I'm not going to run. Moving up my 6 inches. Yeah, I'm about 8 away from that. Moving up my 6 inches, real close to that. Evil sons are going to run. Got 3 inches. So 9. Okay. My KFF is going to detach.
Berserker dudes. They have great points value. They're fragile as all hell. Yep. Well, yeah, which actually I don't get because they're a huge model.
And I mean, honestly, the objective, I know I have a lot of guys straggling, but the objective is just to get him tied up in combat. I mean, 30 orc boys, you're going to outlast. You know, you're going to eventually get piled in. Right, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sierra sent you a message. That's what I'm smiling about over here. Yeah.
in terms of setting your order?
I don't know if I should have seen that, but you know, hey.
That's all right. It is what it is.
X-rated show.
Good. I like X-rated. All right. Shooter boys moving up 6. They should be in range now. So turn 3 is kind of when everything happens. So as long as you're making turn 3 happen, if you assault, you're shooting, you're doing pretty good.
Do they have a knockback ability? What is that?
I can knock you out of the ready order.
KFF Mac attached to the Goffs.
So, static second.
Well, I don't have an army list whatsoever. But I know you want the orcs and the Space Marines.
I'll do the native
Space
first.
Marines have way less luck.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, but came up to paint and my brush is not very good right now. I need to get a new one.
Special edition wire would be which one?
She has weapon melee.
My shooters I'm not even measuring because I know I am way less than, or moving way less than 6
No,
inches.
there's only one. And it's on the good guy's side.
And they should be in range to shoot some stuff. Unfortunately, there's all tanks in front of me, so they're kind of there to support my sluggers when they go down from combat.
Special for each side of this one.
M2 snare, which you saw.
There's only it's the
Can't be so successful. Just
they'll just give you the code word for one
Sorry, this dude detached. jumping with my stuff skulls. Alright, shooting. Anyways, that's the movement. I'm not going to record this stuff, so I'm going to concentrate, but you get the idea.